Hi students, in my last video I said about the importance of physics and the definition of the physics. What are the daily uses of that physics that I discussed in my last video. In this video I want to say about the importance of chemistry and what is the use of chemistry in our daily life and the history of chemistry that I want to say in this video. So if you see here the history of chemistry. What happened in the ancient time? Ancient time means very long back ago. Very long back ago, one scientist, his name is Henning Brandt. Henning Brandt. The scientist, what he did, he taken some quantity of urine. Urine he taken some quantity in one container. In that container, what he did, he started evaporating. He evaporated urine until black residue obtained. That means he taken some quantity of urine in one container and he started evaporating. How much time he evaporated? Until black residue obtained. After that, to this black residue, he added some quantity of silicon. Then he observed some glowness in the container. So what is that glowness? After that he understood that is phosphorus. So he prepared, the scientist Henry Belch, he prepared phosphorus in the laboratory. So that we are saying phosphorus was the first element recorded. Now you are thinking, oh, in the periodic table, the first element was phosphorus that was discovered by scientists. That you are thinking, but that is wrong concept. Phosphorus was the first element recorded. Yes, that is correct only. But before only the people they started using copper. Copper was the first element discovered by human beings. But there is no proof who discovered that copper and how they discovered that copper. There is no clarity. There is no proof. There is no evidence about copper. But here, according to phosphorus, we have clarity. So that we are thinking phosphorus was the first element discovered by Henning Brandt. But before only some elements are there, but who discovered those elements, that we don't have clarity. For example, if you see copper actually that time only discovered. So this copper, it is used for ornaments and tools. So this copper is used. And in the last time, previous years also, the people they started mixing two elements. For example, they mix iron and copper. They will mix and they will get another product. Like that, if you see, the people they started mixing copper with tin. So it will get bronze. Means this bronze, it is very stronger than copper and it is very stronger than tin. So like that, these people started doing mixing two metals also. But there is no clarity about that human beings. So here, when we added copper into the tin, then we will get bronze. Bronze is very stronger than copper and tin. So this is the one of the use. It will explain by chemistry. It is one of the use of chemistry. And after that, if you see another one I want to say here, if you see iron pillar, it was near to the Qutub Minar. So if you went any time to the Qutub Minar, just you observe once iron pillar. So this iron pillar was constructed very long back ago. But up to now, that iron, it does not rusted. Actually, if we keep iron outside, what happened? It will get rust. But this iron pillar, which is near to that Qutub Minar, it was not rusted. After that, the scientists they started research on that iron pillar. Then they concluded what happening there. Because it was covered with phosphorus. So that iron pillar, it was covered by phosphorus. That's why the iron pillar, it is not getting rust. It is the another use of mixing two metals. What are the two metals mixed here? Iron and phosphorus. Like that. So now I want to ask one question to you. Which is the first element recorded? So what is that element recorded? Yes, you are correct. What is that? Phosphorus. phosphorus was the first element recorded. So next, another uses I want to say here, the uses of chemistry. Another use, what is the third use? Washing clothes. So when our clothes are dirty, what we will do? We add some detergent, so surf or soap in the water. After that, when we keep our clothes into that water, what happened? The dirt particles was removed. Means the reaction happens between detergents and the dirty clothes. Then only it's removed. So the reaction happened there. So it was explained by chemistry. And after that, in the early morning, what we will do? We will do brush with toothpaste. So when we are using toothpaste for cleaning our teeth, what happening there? The reaction it is happened between toothpaste and what are the germs in our mouth. So immediately what happened? The germs it was killed by toothpaste. So this reaction is also explained by chemistry. And after that what we will do? We will eat some food. So how we can prepare that food? We are adding some quantity of salt or sugar or chili powder, like this different ingredients we are adding in the food. So when we added all these ingredients, the reaction happens between them. Then only it gives the tasty food. Reaction happened in that between that ingredients, so that it is having tasty food. So it is also explained by chemistry. So chemistry, the composition, properties and reactions of matter. So chemistry, it will explain the matter of composition and matter of properties and matter of reaction. This is the use of chemistry. So what is chemistry? Just now we discussed about the history of chemistry and what are the uses of chemistry, that we discussed just now. Now see, what is chemistry? The definition, if you see the definition of chemistry, study of matter and its property. So what is the definition of that chemistry? It will used for study of matter and what are the properties that matter is having, that is explained by chemistry. So now you are having doubt, what is matter first? So what is matter? Now I asked here question, what is matter? Matter means everything you see around yourself is matter. Everything you see around yourself is matter. That means what you are seeing around you, that all you can call matter. For example, if you see fan is matter. If you see TV is matter. Table matter, and chair, bench, even our body, it is also matter. So the chemistry, it explains the study of matter and its properties. So it will explain what we are seeing, our surrounding things, those things properties, it will explain by chemistry. So matter is anything that has mass and volume. So everything everything we can't consider as a matter. The matter should contain weight. The matter should contain volume. Mass is nothing but weight. Okay. So we can't consider everything as a matter. Which is containing mass, which is containing volume, those only we can consider as matter. For example, if you see our human body is containing mass. So we can consider this one as a matter. For example, if you see water it is containing some volume. So we can say water is also matter. And if you see chair is also containing mass. So we can say the chair is also matter. And if you see bench is also containing some mass. So we can consider bench is also matter. So this chemistry explain the properties of all these matters. So what this matter is containing? Matter is turned composed of atoms and molecules. So what this matter is containing? What this matter is made up of? This matter is made up of atoms and molecules. Now, so chemistry, it explains the relation of atoms and molecules with matter. now you are having again one more doubt. What is atoms and what is molecules? So atoms means very small particles in the matter, very small particles, very teeny particles, very small particles in the matter, that is called atoms. For example, in our body, very small particles. See, for example, if you see this pen, if I break this one, break one, if I break like this, it will convert into two parts. If I break again, if I break again, if I break continuously, if I break, finally you will get very small particle. That's very small particle you can call atom. So very small particle in the matter is called atoms. More than one atom combined, they form molecules. That means more than one atom. More than one atom, if it is mixed together, it forms molecule. For example, it is one atom and another atom, this one. So if these two mix together, it forms molecule, or we can say compound. So this is about what is chemistry and the definition of chemistry, and what are the parts it is involved in the matter that we can. And this chemistry, it is used in medicines also for making tablets, and we are using this chemistry for using mosquito liquids. In the mosquitoes liquids, it kills that mosquitoes. Now, why? Because the reaction happening between that mosquito and the chemical, and tablets also, this chemistry is playing major role. So this is the importance of chemistry in our daily life. Thank you.